Is heading to the Constitutional Court. The IEC is appealing the Electoral Court ruling, which led to the Commission postponing the by-elections last week in 4 provinces, including the Northwest.
Despite the appeal, the IEC will rerun the by-elections in Tlokwe in accordance with the Electoral Court's ruling.
The Electoral Court found that the IEC failed to comply with last year's Constitutional Court ruling. That judgment included that the voters' roll must have the addresses of voters. However, according to the IEC, more than 62% of the electorate don't have formal addresses.
Since the inception of the voters' roll in 1998, the Electoral Commission has held the view that disenfranchising a voter on the basis of a lack of a formal address would be unacceptable in a country where there are millions of people who live in informal settlements and in rural communities.
It is unclear how soon the Constitutional Court will be able to provide that clarity. However, that's not deterring the IEC from running the by-elections it postponed last week.
The judgment does not necessarily mean that the fact that we are taking it to the Constitutional Court, therefore we should actually now stop doing all the work that we need to do in order to ensure that all these processes take place. There's got to be an election in Tlokwe. The people of Tlokwe have been waiting for the elections for a long time now.
What is clear is that the Tlokwe case will affect how the elections are run in the future, and it's a race against time. The municipal elections must be held by August the 16th.
There has never been a consideration to postpone the election. That question has never arisen, and it will not arise. We are confident that we'll be able to deal with all the issues that we're supposed to be dealing with, and we will then be able to deliver the elections within constitutionally stipulated period.
The IEC will host its first voter registration campaign this weekend. Aldrin Simpier, SABC News, Centurion.